The 2025 WNBA draft was supposed to be a celebration, a night reserved for dreams realized and futures ignited. The spotlight was ready. The stage was set. But what unfolded under the bright lights of the Shed in Hudson Yards wasn't just a passing storm. It was a seismic shakeup that sent shockwaves through the world of women's basketball. At the center of the chaos stood Hailey Van Lith, a fearless, high-octane guard with a chip on her shoulder and fire in her veins. She wasn't just another draft pick, she was a statement waiting to be made. Her college journey had been nothing short of a warpath. Louisville, LSU, then TCU. A nomad of competition. A magnet for tension. But on this night, Van Lith didn't just step into the WNBA spotlight, she shattered it. And in doing so, she took aim at the league's crown jewel, Caitlin Clark. Clark had just finished a rookie season for the ages. A phenom with a three-point range that bent defenses and a vision that rewrote expectations. Indiana Fever's golden child had ignited record TV ratings, sold out arenas, and transformed the WNBA into a primetime attraction. Her meteoric rise wasn't just historic, it was cultural. And the league was ready to build upon that energy. With stars like Paige Buchers and Van Lith entering the draft, it was supposed to be a continuation of a golden era. But what came next turned triumph into turbulence. When the Chicago Sky selected Van Lith at 11th overall, it was seen as a gritty steal. Her reunion with Angel Reese, her LSU teammate, teased chemistry and potential. But Van Lith didn't come to simply blend in. She came to make noise. And just minutes into the night, the volume got deafening. During a light-hearted pre-draft segment, Van Lith was asked to rank 3 league icons: Diana Taurasi, Sabrina Ionescu, and Caitlin Clark. It was a game. Harmless. Meant to entertain. But Van Lith saw something else. An opening. She answered with sharp edges: start Taurasi. Bench Ionescu. Clark. The reaction was instantaneous. A gasp swept through the venue. Whispers turned to murmurs. Online, outrage surged like a flash flood. The league's brightest star, dismissed so casually, so publicly. Fans didn't just disagree, they were stunned. But Van Lith didn't flinch. In her post-draft interview, she leaned in further. Without naming names, she spoke of struggle, of sacrifice, of clawing her way to this moment. Her tone suggested others, unnamed but obvious, had been handed their spotlight. The insinuation was unmistakable. Caitlin Clark, the darling of the media, was the target. It was bold, unfiltered, and disastrously timed. Backlash came like a tidal wave. Fans dissected Van Lith's college resume. Respectable, even impressive. Nearly 20 points per game at Louisville. A fierce competitor. But next to Clark's numbers, the contrast was brutal. Clark had obliterated records, becoming the NCAA's all-time leading scorer. She had dragged Iowa to back-to-back championship games and filled arenas in every city she entered. Her influence stretched far beyond box scores. She was changing the game. Critics didn't hold back. Analysts described Van Lith's remarks as jealousy cloaked in swagger. ESPN called it the quote of the night, for all the wrong reasons. Some pointed out the bitter irony. Clark's stardom had fueled the draft's record viewership. Over 1.25 million people had tuned in, largely because of the attention Clark had brought to the league. By throwing shade at the very engine powering the WNBA's growth, Van Lith wasn't starting a rivalry. She was jeopardizing her own foundation. The fallout wasn't limited to fans or media. Inside the league, the response was just as cold. Subtle but telling. Social media moves. Silent unfollows. A quiet message sent loud and clear: you don't go after the queen unless you're ready to wear the crown. Van Lith had arrived in the league like a lightning bolt. But instead of lighting up the sky, she scorched the ground beneath her. What was meant to be a coronation became a cautionary tale. A reminder that in a league built on respect, history, and impact, every word echoes louder than a shot clock buzzer. What happened next defied expectations. The real impact didn't come from another press conference or heated response. It came from Caitlin Clark herself, but not in the way anyone saw coming. As Hailey Van Lith's draft night comments echoed across social media, dissected and debated by fans and pundits alike, Clark remained silent. No tweets. No interviews. No rebuttal. Just a single moment, caught by a sharp-eyed camera, a quiet, confident smile. It was the same expression she wore back in college, just before draining a dagger 3 that would silence an arena. While the noise grew louder, Clark disappeared into purpose. Days later, she was seen at a youth basketball camp, coaching kids, signing jerseys, and creating memories. While Van Lith chased attention, Clark was busy building something far more powerful: legacy. The contrast was undeniable. One sought headlines. The other was writing history. And then the narrative shifted again. Just weeks after the draft, Clark returned to the spotlight, not with words, but with a performance that silenced all doubts. During a Pacers game, she stepped onto the court to toss out merch, stealing the show from the NBA itself. No rookie had ever generated that kind of hype before the season even began. And then she did what only she could do: drop 28 points, dish out 8 assists, and grab 5 rebounds like it was just another night. Her deep threes electrified the arena. Her control of the game was surgical. All the while, Van Lith remained on the sidelines, still in warm-ups, waiting. And the internet noticed. Memes exploded across timelines. Clark was on fire. Van Lith was just watching. The numbers didn't lie. Clark's rookie season became an instant landmark. She shattered records: most points by a rookie guard, most assists, and the first rookie triple-double in WNBA history. In a league built on moments, she became a movement. Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same span, an unprecedented feat. Meanwhile, Van Lith had yet to log a single minute in professional play. Behind the scenes, the WNBA community wasn't quiet. Whispers from players and scouts painted a harsh reality. An anonymous veteran delivered the verdict: you earn your place with buckets, not by running your mouth on draft night. Another praised Clark's influence, not just on the scoreboard but in boardrooms, boosting the league's visibility, income, and reach. Ticket sales had skyrocketed over 300% after Clark declared. Her jersey became the league's top seller. Broadcast deals with ESPN and Amazon expanded primetime exposure, all fueled by her magnetism. She wasn't just a player, she was the league's rising tide, lifting everything around her. And Van Lith? Her troubles were just beginning. Reports surfaced that several teams had deliberately passed on her. Not because of a lack of talent, but concerns over chemistry, focus, and ego. One scout summed it up with cold precision: she's good, but she's no Caitlyn.